Let's flip this camera. Hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name is McKenna Maniaci.
Oh. Nice to meet you. I mean, well, for everyone else out there in IG world.
Yes. Hello.
You guys may have seen McKenna in some of my past photo sets that I posted. We did the Let's Talk Tattoos series where she let me photograph her various mini tattoos and gave her stories behind each tattoo. Mm-hmm. During that same span of time, 3 hours that we were shooting, we had some other photos that we got posted up that were awesome and amazing, and I absolutely loved them. So
they were very fun.
it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. We talked random stuff and music and life, and it was a good time. So I knew as soon as I was setting up this whole series of wanting to do interviews, McKenna was actually one of the first people that came to mind. So here she is for the second run, I guess, second video of the live interview, live Q&A. So if you guys are out there, definitely hit me up with the Q&A questions that we will ask after the initial interview. So, to start off this interview, McKenna.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Where to begin? What do you want to know?
Girl, what's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Woo!
It's Gemini season right now.
Right there, already off the bat.
My birthday is in 1 week from today.
Woo!
So, June 9th.
So,
69.
presents, guys. Presents. Lots of gifts, lots of presents.
It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know, I've been modeling for doing this like as a hobby for like 2 years now, I want to say.
Okay.
Maybe a year and a half.
Okay. How'd you get into it?
Honestly, watching America's Next Top Model on the CW. That was the first network it was on, and yeah, I've been watching it since middle school, so like 2007 or earlier.
You gotta do those smiles.
Yeah.
Nothing but the smiles. I know some models who have a very, very difficult time with the smiles. It's hilarious when, especially Ken, he tries to smize and he doesn't pull it off.
I know. So yeah, I mean, Tyra is one of my biggest inspirations, and it just kind of like stay out of my comfort zone and just like stay motivated and not scared. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to be scared so much in everything I do in life and just take it literally day by day.
Okay.
So, because that's all we're granted anyways.
Yeah, very, very true. Very true. What do you think, if anything at all, like what do you think the reasons are that you might be scared? Like what would hold you back?
The comments, just reading comments, and so, yeah, I don't know, that's why I try not to pay attention to what anyone thinks about me or says about me that doesn't empower somebody or build them up. Like, otherwise I don't see a point in saying anything at all.
True, very, very true. That's definitely one of the things that...
So, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, you have a right to have freedom of speech and stuff,
but
it's like, it's all about your intentions with things.
Yes, 100% agree. That's something that Ed and I mentioned in our interview, was community building each other up rather than putting each other down. Mm-hmm. And one thing that Ed and I both noticed is that models from Wisconsin are a lot more accepting than models from Chicago.
How so? Accepting what?
Or no, well, accepting. Sorry,
this is my interview.
No. Not necessarily. Accepting was the wrong word. More embracing and open to what other people are doing, I should say. You know, you get classic models versus alternative models versus people who are just doing it right now as a hobby and then seeing where it goes.
Hobby for me. And yeah, I'll do the hashtag model, but it's just like mostly so people like see it in case they follow that hashtag. Like that's really why I post that, so then people will see my photo and hopefully get inspired by it, and like I don't get. Can I swear?
Go for it.
I don't give two shits about followers. Like, I don't give two shits about how many followers I have. I love the ones that I have. Like, I don't love you, but it's like I appreciate you that you're there.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure you appreciate my follow. Like,
absolutely.
I just think I don't want people to get misconstrued with your followers. Like, they're not your friends unless, like, y'all talk, like, at least once a week or something. Like, even once a month. Like, I don't even know. But no, that's just how I don't know. I'm still figuring out social media, so it's so new to me. So yeah, I mean, this is like really cool because I've never done anything like this before. So this is a really cool experience. It's just another way that it just brings people together out of their comfort zones in any aspect. So it's just really cool. Like, absolutely. And it helps other people watching this too. Like, hey, you can do anything you want. Literally, you can do whatever you want, and I don't think enough people understand that.
Well, within legal limits, because we're not saying to go out and rob a bank because we don't want anybody to get arrested, but
I do not condone that behavior.
Anything within legal limits that you set your minds to. So sorry for all you wannabe carjackers.
What I don't know won't hurt me, I guess. So.
Very true. Very true. You're not actually saying, hey, and I'm disclaimer, not saying to do this, not saying, hey, go out and rob that bank. You go steal that millionaire's yacht. Actually, Viva la Revolution. But yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Where do you see yourself going? Like, where do you want this hobby to take you, if anywhere? Do you see yourself, hopefully, everyone hopefully eventually wants to get paid for something that they enjoy doing. But do you think about turning it into a career at one point, or even like a on-the-side career?
Yeah, I've thought about it as like an on-the-side career for sure. But I really loved it for beauty.
Okay.
Just capturing beauty. It's going to sound very conceited, but I really just started modeling so I could get those fantastic pictures that I saw on TV of me. Like, that could be me. Like, I never wanted to be, like, famous. I still don't, honestly. So this is why it's just, like, really fun for me, and this is, like, my own little bubble. Like, this is my own little version of everything else that's going on in the world. And I'm like, this is just me. It's fine. Like, this is fun. And now I'm getting off track.
No, I mean, it is fun. It's something that you would consider if the opportunity came up.
Yeah, but the world of beauty is definitely my passion. Like, if I can help other people feel beautiful, I want to.
Absolutely.
Because I hated myself for way too long, just being brainwashed from
societal norms. Society's definition of
self-doubt.
This is beautiful, this is what sexy is, this is, this looks good.
And a lot of my artwork that I did in high school will represent that. Like, a lot of my artwork speaks.
Okay.
And, like, I tried to embody that, like, getting saved from society in, like, one of my collages. I like it. But anyway. No, I'm a cosmetologist apprentice right now at Love and Light Hairdressing. And it's the best place I could have asked for. And it's like, that's where I need to be right now. Like, I am growing and learning so much from so many amazing people. So just being able to do this as a hobby, because this new career allows me to do that, I'm just like, why is everything falling together right now, and how did I deserve it? Like, really, like, these are my genuine words. Like, I'm not lying. I cannot lie. Like, ask my mom. I literally cannot tell a lie. Like, so you guys are getting my full truth right now. Like, I'm an open book. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. Because I live for me. Like, that's why I got this tattoo, because I have to learn how to love myself before anyone else can. So it's like anyone in the world, not just a spouse or someone in your family. Like, I'm just trying to live every day finding myself every single day, because I lost myself for about 2 years. And this is all opening up new possibilities and opportunities and feelings, and thought patterns are changing. Like, everything is improving. And yeah, it's really fun.
And I mean, that's all you can really ask for. I mean, as long as excuse me, as long as you're enjoying it, as long as you are getting what you need to out of it, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, me with my photography, would I absolutely love to have this be my number one career? 100%. Is it gonna be that way in 5 years? Fingers crossed. But
it can happen.
It can.
My dad's a full-time photographer. He works for the hospital.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can get anywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anywhere. Yeah. Anything is possible.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Well, aside from robbing those banks, people.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Again, disclaimer: we are not condoning robbing of banks.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me.
So. Art has been a big part of your life.
Art and music.
You were talking about your collage.
Movies.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Where? So we're gonna sprinkle the Q&As in here a little bit.
Cool.
Someone had actually sent me a tweet. I don't remember who it was. Let me see if I can find them while I'm asking the question. I remember the question.
I wish I knew how to use Twitter.
Twitter is.
I'm awful at social media.
Twitter's odd. Twitter is very Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland. It's very neutral as far as the social medias, but it's fun. It is literally the safest place next to the old Tumblr. But we're not going to go into that because I have very strong feelings about where Tumblr has gone.
Yeah.
But let me see.
It's censored.
It is. Where is it? Oh, it's not there anymore. Did they delete their account? I don't know. I'm not seeing the message.
Weird.
It could have been a tweet itself, though. But the question was, oh, it just jumped out of my head. Oh, who or what would be your biggest inspirations? I know you mentioned Tyra, but is there anybody? It could be someone in your life, or it could be someone,
like
someone you don't know. It could be a musical artist, could be an actor, actress.
I like 50. We're all entertainers.
Who would you say would be like your top three? Like your top three influences that have helped you set up this mindset of just loving yourself. Just
okay, well, my parents are number one.
Okay.
Yeah. Family is number one. I have that as my tattoo. I mean, they really mean a lot to me, so family is number one. Those are my biggest inspirations.
Okay.
I'm just going to put them in groups, and then maybe I'll do individual names. I'm like trying to sort this out right now, man. So group number two would be entertainers. Okay. So you get like Gwen Stefani, Pink, Christina Aguilera, Fergie, Amy Winehouse, Rihanna, Beyonce. All of them, like, iconic, like T.I. even, T-Pain, like everybody. I listen to so much music, it's disgusting. Bob Dylan, Tom Waits, Justin Timberlake, All American Rejects, like all of them, all of it, everybody, all of it, all of it.
Just everything, guys, everything.
A lot of it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I'm very variety. Like, I'm just a lot.
as you can see, guys. And as you can see from our past photos, if you guys remember the Clue murder mystery shoot that I did, this is Colonel Honey Mustard. This is what Colonel Honey Mustard looks like.
This is...
Colonel Honey Mustard was not some short little old man. No. Colonel Honey Mustard was this lovely lady singing in front of you guys.
Yes.
So
I would also say a lot of like like makeup artists, like special effects artists are a huge inspiration for me too. Mostly for my creativity. Okay. And like my art teacher in high school, Mr. Corwith, was a big inspiration for me just because like he was a really nice art teacher. Like he helped you with your work and like, I don't know, he was just really, really nice. He just made me feel like way more comfortable doing art and like there are no boundaries with it. Okay. Like it didn't have to look a certain way. Sometimes I look at stuff in museums and I'm like, why is this even in here? I saw like a giant yellow canvas once, just a canary yellow canvas. I was like,
sure, why not?
It's like, okay. So yeah, it's like I paint too as a hobby, and I've thought about selling those, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just another hobby. So it's like, it's kind of just the same with modeling. It's just a really healthy outlet. Okay. Like a creative outlet. Everyone needs a creative outlet.
Yeah. Someone emailed this one. They didn't say if they wanted their name announced or not, so I'll keep that anonymous just in case they didn't.
Cool.
But they saw the Let's Talk Tattoos.
Okay.
And it wasn't really, they said that it really wasn't a question, but it was more so just kind of like a comment that, they saw the Instagram stories that we had posted up saying, hey, yo, send the Q&As. Mm-hmm. And they're like, this isn't really a question, it's just more of a comment. But I'm going to turn it into a question.
Cool.
They were talking about how some of the images, and if you guys go back and look, definitely check it out. Definitely take a peek at those photos, whether it's a Let's Talk Tattoos session that I did with her, or just the photos that are like in the portrait section of my Facebook. They're here on Instagram and such. It was along the lines of they really appreciated the rawness that you brought to the shoot. There was some unorthodox poses that we did. Like where you just grabbed your stomach and you made a face. Like that was hilarious. But it was just super raw and super just there.
Yeah, it's me.
And they really appreciated that because they are sick of seeing, people doing the same poses. They're sick of people just kind of just trying to make themselves look good for the camera. Exactly. Yeah. So turning that into a question, I guess. You said that you don't care what people think.
No.
Which is 100% perfect. Would you consider yourself more of a body positive focused model?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Everything empowering. Men and women, LGBTQ community, like everybody can just be yourself. Please just fucking be yourself. Live your truth. Life is way too short not to. Yeah. And I also advocate for mental illness awareness. That's extremely close to me. I'm extremely open about talking about it. So, if anyone's struggling with that right now, you're not alone, dude. You're not alone. I'll deal with it every single day. Even for this interview, I started getting nervous. I started getting anxiety, and I was like so confident about it, and I was like, I just want to spread positivity and goodness and just have thoughts. Hearts all around is my favorite shape. Like, just being able to send this message out there and just not even knowing who's going to be able to see this or who's going to come upon this is just amazing to me because I really hope that, like, it makes you happy and it, like, you look at someone like me, and I know that people completely maybe judge me on my looks, which is completely fine. I know they do because it happened to me yesterday. An old lady basically called me a hooker. It's fine. I was wearing a maxi skirt and a crop top, so yeah, it totally makes sense.
You hooker.
Anyway.
Such a hooker outfit.
Anyway, you just be yourself. Like, anyone is going to judge you no matter what you do. So just do what you want, and the rest will fall into place, literally. I never thought this was going to ever happen. So you literally, I'm so ordinary, and you're like, don't talk down on yourself. I'm like, don't tell me what I need to say.
Guys, she's going way off script. She's not saying anything of what I told her to say. Like,
so,
what the hell?
It's just phenomenal. Just being able to do whatever you want here. Except illegal things.
Yes. We keep having to put that disclaimer out because...
Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
Oh, look, Barbara Dutch joined. Hey, Dutch, no illegal things.
So yeah, definitely body positivity for everybody. Everything positivity. Like, just live your truth, honestly. It's okay to be open about your things. Like, that's when you just learn social cues. Like, people don't know how to do that anymore. Like, we stopped observing human behavior because phones, like, we stopped observing that, I think, as a group, just people in general. Like, we have to have more patience for each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I am so effing guilty of it. My mom told me patience is the hardest lesson to learn, and I those words ring in my head every single day.
Yeah. We're at the constant state of, we have our constant access to our phones.
Exactly.
It's that instant gratification.
Exactly. Did you watch that TED Talk? Because there's a TED Talk.
Hold on. The TED Talk or the dude with the glasses?
Probably the dude with the
super pointy nose with the glasses.
Yeah.
I've got an issue with him, but that's a whole other story.
But either way.
But yes, yeah, either way. Absolutely. Like, no, it's the instant gratification, and it makes it tough. It makes it tough for people who are in the industry too, though. Mm-hmm. Like, if you think about it, I mean, it's...
Did I say Lady Gaga is one of my inspirations? Because she's one of the biggest ones.
I think you did.
Good.
Oh.
Lady Gaga and Fergie.
We're gonna hashtag Lady Gaga on this, and hopefully she's like...
I hope she does.
Oh God, that would be amazing.
You can hashtag Tyra again too, because I recreated her book cover and that reaction video. Can you please post that on your YouTube page, because it's priceless. We could even play it right now if you want, because I'm on my phone. But I bawled. That was one of the biggest accomplishments of my life, getting seen by Tyra Banks on Instagram.
Well, there you go. Like.
And it sounds pathetic.
No. Like,
it's Tyra motherfucking Banks.
Yes.
Like, and I was like, she found me in Wisconsin. She found my hashtag. Like,
and to that, like, it's like when you.
She's so great.
Like, I think one of the reasons why people want to know who people's inspirations are is because they want to know, how...
Tyra's fierce.
I
love her.
How it affects them, how it affects their decisions, how it affects, their everyday life.
Her model-esque swagger is what keeps my confidence up. I try to embody her confidence. I don't know where my sass comes from. That's just me. Yeah.
Like I told Ed, when we did our Q&A, I had asked him who are the photographers that he looked up to, and he named a few.
Yeah.
And it was actually a Q&A question for the both of us, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll answer this too. And I let him know that he was one of them, but then there was another that I found on Instagram, and I told him, like, when he posted, or when he commented saying, hey, keep up the good work, it's like, no, you can't do that. It's like, now it's like, now I have to recreate this
pressure
every single time, and it has to be just as good every single time. It's a great feeling, but it's also so nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm. Do you have questions?
Hi, I will drop kick you.
Alex!
Hi. Well, that was quick and easy to recognize that tag name.
I love Alex.
Alex says, McKenna is my love. Her confidence inspires me every day.
Aww.
hearts and tears.
I love them so much.
Can I respond to that? I don't know if I can respond to that.
Well, they can hear us, so it's okay.
They can, but I'm trying to do the little hearts and be like, oh. Let me see if I can do that, though. That'd be nice to know. I can't.
I'll give you a dead rose Wednesday if you want.
There you go. Dead roses all around.
It's a proclamation of my love. Is that the word? Not even. So yeah, what's next?
There was another Q&A question. Let me see if I can find it. I forgot to write it down because it came at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I wish my cats wanted to be on screen, honestly.
Right? They're both just...
They're both gorgeous. They're handsome as shit, but...
Well, Nico was... Salem was chilling for a little bit. Where the hell is it? I don't remember where it came through. I think it was on Facebook.
Fun fact, we have Capri Suns, so if anyone forgot that those existed, they still do.
Dun, dun,
so great.
dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum,
it's like that scene in SpongeBob. Dun, 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 dun. There's a Krabby Patty. Oh my god. Hoopla! R.I.P.
Right, yeah.
Steve Hillenbrand. Rest in peace.
Someone sent me a Facebook friend request. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I think it was on Facebook. It was, and it caught my attention because it was like, I mean, it was really long. So I was thinking, like, how can I shorten
That's what
this?
she said.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was a female model who sent it. But
excuse me, sorry.
So that kind of fits, like the whole "that's what she said." But where the hell? No, it's not that. It's not that. I don't know. I don't remember where the question was. If you ever had the chance to do like one of these, to go on to America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In a heartbeat.
Yup.
Well, there you go, guys.
They did a season once.
Tyra, do it.
They did a season once for petite models, strictly petite models, and I was not even 16 yet, and I think I was still in high school, so I knew I couldn't do it. I was so envious of them. They were like 4 foot to like 5'6" or 5'8", I think was the cutoff.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4". And I just feel like I have extremely long looking legs and a very short torso, and that's what helps me. I swear, like, my body type, I'd like to refer to it as a 50s pinup model. That would be my body type. So... Yeah?
Which gives a good idea for a shoot.
Which are my biggest role models, too. Hello, Marilyn. I actually have a big poster that I made in high school of the women of the 50s. So, Judy Garland... Betty Page is in there, like Alicia. Shout out to my girl Alicia. She just got me a giant image of Betty Page, and I plan to frame it and put it in my living room ASAP. I will have a naked Betty Page in my living room. I cannot be more excited for it. It's gonna be gorgeous as shit.
And there is nothing wrong with having Betty Page plastered all over the place.
Nothing
at all.
Because like I said, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. So I'm going to do what I love. And y'all are just going to do what you want and what you love too. And that's what happens in this world. We don't get that enough. I'm too afraid of being judged, myself included. So that's why I'm like, this is really good for me right now.
By the way, guys, everybody who's watching, send questions.
Watching, anyway.
Right now, at one point we had 7 people watching. Mm-hmm. I think people pop in, pop out.
That's very nice.
Let's see. We actually had a few people pop in.
Damn, oh my god, I should be going live on my Smule account because I actually do have a following on that, my singing account. Singing ganga.
We had Reagan 1116.
That's my little sister.
Oh, hi. We had one of my coworkers, Kim.
Love that.
We had JP, Daisy, my buddy Richard, my buddy Angel, who's an amazing artist, but you should definitely, I'll send you his tag. You should definitely check out Angel, Kenya's art.
Sweet.
What the hell are you doing? Yeah, we had a good chunk of people pop in and pop out.
Love that. What's the next question?
I actually forgot what the next actual interview question was.
Nice.
Let me see if I have them somewhere.
Classic.
It was all the frustration with YouTube.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, no, singing and music is definitely my life. My dad and my mom are both huge inspirations for all of the music I listen to. Like, they are the reason I listen to music.
Okay.
I mean, both good and bad. Like, there are always, like, tense times with them. So, of course, you find different types of music to go with your moods. Mm-hmm. And that's just living. Like, that's just a part of life.
Absolutely.
And I just really appreciate them for it. And I don't tell them that enough either. So, hi, love you guys. They'll probably see it eventually. My dad will really like this shit. He's not gonna like that story so much. I don't really care.
I mean, it happens. It happens.
They're definitely my biggest inspirations.
If there was...
And my grandparents.
If there was one person who you could work with, like, just like, and anybody. We already know Tyra.
Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Hands down, Lady Gaga. Stephanie.
Doing what in particular? Anything in particular? Just.
I would honestly just like to sing with her.
Okay.
I would just sit and sing with her, and even just listen to her and try and sing, because I would be shocked. I'd already be in shock of her presence. Her fashion. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. He was a judge on Face Off.
Nigel? No, he wasn't with Megan. That's not Nigel.
That's Nigel Barker.
Yeah, was he?
Fudge. What is his name?
My wife got to meet Nigel Barker.
You did?
My wife did. When she was in beauty, I believe it was when she was in beauty school.
He's fabulous.
She got to meet him.
He's sharp. But anyway, the name is gonna bug me if I don't think of it. But anyway, Lady Gaga's clothing designer. He created a lot of looks for her, like those edgy looks, like from Poker Face and stuff like that. Generation of her. Mm-hmm. The middle school generation of Lady Gaga. Her stuff. Oh my god, she was such a huge inspiration for me to just not care what I wore. One time in school, I wore a swimsuit top over my MTV graphic tee, and then I put a Peace and Love pattern bikini top over it with a giant Bugs Bunny furry tie from Six Flags. And I wore that with short shorts and neon and black witchy striped tights and shoes, and had my hair straightened. I also wore my Scooby-Doo cape, and that was my last day of school in 8th grade. And that's the person that I've refound after I kind of died inside for 2 years, and now that person's come back, and I'm like, where have you been, man? I needed you.
Like, just like that eclectic, like, hey, here I am. This is what I'm gonna do, and screw you if you don't like it.
Because you're going to do your own thing anyways, and I'm not going to give two shits, so why waste your energy worrying about what I'm doing when that's out of your control?
Yes.
Thanks for teaching me that, Mom.
Woo!
Keeps me saying every day.
Go, Mom.
My mom has taught me a lot about how to function in everyday life and just your mindset. So, perspective, I should say.
What is one thing that you would say? Well, you said it. Said it a lot of times. What's another thing that you would, like, if someone were to come to you for advice, aside from...
It's been happening my whole life, literally.
Aside from, being true to yourself, essentially.
Which took a long time for me to do, by the way. It doesn't happen overnight. It took fucking forever.
You must be true to your heart.
But once you start figuring it out, it gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
It gets a lot easier.
If someone said that they wanted to kind of just follow in your footsteps to be able to make modeling their career. Even though it's not something that you're focusing solely on. But if someone were to say, hey, I want to do what you do, what advice would you give them to set them on their path to reach that point?
You have to learn about the industry and what to expect. Educate yourself. That's what I did. I looked up multiple different websites. Look for red flags. Follow your gut. If you have a creepy vibe from somebody, it's probably creepy, so stay away.
Yeah.
Just educate yourself. Talk to people in the industry already. Find if you have close friends or friends of friends. Like, that's literally what I did. Like, I just started local. I just started small. Like, I talked to my dad. I was very lucky to have my dad. He's been a photographer literally his entire life. And I knew that he would know what to say, like what advice to tell me. Mm-hmm. And like I got a message from a guy who wanted to photograph me from California. He's like, anytime you're over here, let me know. My dad's like, Canada is such a waste of money. Like, if you're gonna have to pay to go fly there, pay the guy to take your photos and pay for the photos, and then like it just doesn't make any sense. And it was just like really funny. Like, you just have to educate yourself and learn from other people in the industry too, because you gain acquaintances that way. You and I worked on one photo shoot with Evie. Mm-hmm. Evie.
Yeah, with Dark Studios Unplugged.
Yeah, Evie Kalmar. She's incredibly talented. Oh my fucking god! Like. Anytime I see her posts, I like light up inside. I'm like, I can still do it. So you're one of my inspirations. So there you go. Like, that's the reason why I'm like pushing myself to even practice more in modeling, because if they're doing it and they're pursuing their dreams, why the fuck can't I? So
yeah.
It just pushes me harder.
What
So,
well, you already mentioned, one person who you definitely like.
And be nice,
localized.
Be kind to the other people, and like give credit where credit's due too. Like, don't be shady.
Yes.
Don't be a shit person.
Absolutely.
That's with anything you do. Just really try not to be a shit person, professionally and in general. Like. Yeah,
because there are plenty of those.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot.
There are plenty of those really shitty people out there. And hey, Nina.
Excuse me.
Hey, Holly.
Oh my god, Holly.
Yeah, there are plenty of shit people out there. So, Evie with the Dark Studio Unplugged, and what's the other one? The Unplugged Artistic Event Planning and Studio. Mm-hmm. You can definitely find both of those on Facebook.
They're in Racine.
Yes.
They're great. Oh my God, amazing.
I don't know if it actually tags, but I just put
they do
Evie's
local
tag here.
Art galleries too. Like, they put up art from local artists too, and you guys have the option to sell your artwork and promote us as a culture.
Yeah. Even not so super locals, because she offered to put some of my stuff up too if I wanted. I just had to set it up. But other than them, other than Evie, who are some other local folks that you would recommend anybody, at least in the area? By the way, guys, we are southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. Not trying to give a pinpoint location because I might go stalking McKenna. Southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois.
I would definitely. Recommend the people I worked with. So, Haley Mackenzie was the first one I worked with. You can find her online, Haley Mackenzie Photography. She was the first one I worked with ever. It was here in town. It was close to home, so that was awesome. And Dave Newton is also a really great guy. Like, we've done a handful of photo shoots, and we still have to get together again sometime. But they're just really genuine people. Like, And that's why I really try and just keep myself around. So they are very fun to work with.
That's good. That's
yeah.
Good. Okay, I guess my laptop died. So I'll just have to figure out a way to pull up the rest of those questions.
Technology is not your friend right now.
It is not. It is really
I feel like
not.
Spirit is messing with that, honestly. Because, like, my house is, like, really funky.
Still super pissed off at YouTube for being stupid.
I know you really can't use YouTube. Because it died.
Damn it.
Ooh.
And I was so pumped for that live from them because
you can see my hair in the sun. This is done by Alex, Mermaid in Madison.
There
that
you
is
go.
their Instagram. Please follow and get your hair done. Plug for Love and Light Hairdressing. They're my booze, and it's the best place I've ever found. They literally saved me. They saved my life here. It's not an understatement. So my life has completely changed because of them, and it's all for the best. Like,
there you go.
I never imagined living this life today. My mom kept saying, it's going to get better. It won't last forever. It won't last forever. It won't last forever. And I didn't believe her. I didn't want to believe her. Every ounce in my body told me to resist that possibility. And I pulled myself up. And now, look, I'm like freaking out about my hair. Like, I don't know. Just a day at a time.
Oh, and look at this bullshit. Guys, guess what just came back up?
Your laptop?
YouTube. They heard us talking.
So, well, we could go on YouTube now then, right? Maybe? Is it working?
I'd have to reset everything back up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forget it.
I have a whole setup, guys. Like, I figured out a whole setup. It's amazing.
It's
complicated, but it's amazing.
It's
like
legitimate. Like
I've got it. In case you guys missed this, I will be saving this, and like it won't stay on Instagram forever, but I will be sharing it over to my YouTube. YouTube link is in my description on my profile, so definitely go hit that up.
Yeah.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell and watch my videos.
Plug my Insta.
And tell your peeps. And
at Madella, M-A-N.
Can I go live with you?
I-A, C as in cat, I.
Is there a way?
Madella _ M-A-N-I-A-C-I.
I think.
Madella with 2 L's.
Let's see if this works. Oh, you're a really bad echo. Oh! So, you're on. Wow.
Whoa, that's weird.
Right? So you're yours. Hold on, guys.
Oh my god, this is so fun. Oh my god, it looks so good. Yeah, I just turned mine down.
Click down the media. There we go. So we got a close one. Whoa.
Sounds like weird science.
It is weird science.
Oh my god, I've never done this before. That's weird.
Oh, it's because. Yeah. All right. So, this would actually be a lot easier next time. Maybe we could just go live from Instagram and just do the doubled up and have people just watching.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Hey, everyone who's following and watching and such.
There we go.
You can see my pretty face. But yeah. I can't think. To be honest, I can't think of anything else. I can't find my damn Q&A questions. I know I'm missing a couple. I can't find those. I can't find the damn actual interview questions that I had written down, nonetheless. So
That's funny.
Was there anything that you wanted me to share with people? Once I post to YouTube, I'll be able to tag everybody and everybody.
I don't think so. We talked about it a lot. It was fun. So
Basic recap for those who are just joining us. McKenna don't give a fuck. Like, be yourself. Do yourself. Don't judge. Don't care what other people think. Like, just be you. She she's got 1,000,001 inspirations.
yep. All of them.
Like, 1,000,001. Lady Gaga, Tyra Banks being two huge inspirations for her. Musicians, artists, other models, and
Thanks, bitch. There we go.
Might be calling you. Okay, we're literally in the exact same room, like 6 feet apart. Not even. So this might be how I do the interviews from now on, because it's just interesting.
It's fun.
It's just amusing.
It's fun.
Be yourself, love yourself, do yourself. Don't give two craps what anybody thinks. We are. Hey guys, who's on there right now? Who's on Club Photo Booth right now? Is it Dale or Jim? These are my homies, guys. These two dudes are awesome. Like, they invite me to anything and everything that's going on in Club Photo Booth. Yes, believe in your selfie.
I have a coffee mug in my cupboard that says that.
Yes, like I've got to get you down to the Club Photo Booth studio. That's a lot of fun in there.
Cool. I'm down.
Tyra is a huge inspiration for her. She was super excited when Tyra found her on IG.
She posted me in her feed and on her story like 5 times.
There you go, guys.
I just took screenshots of all of them just because I know that it probably will never happen again. So I favored in all of those moments.
Yeah.
And I just had a huge reaction. Yeah. It's on my Instagram actually, so you guys can watch it there.
She just screamed. It's just screaming for 10 minutes.
No, it's crying.
High-pitched screaming, just 10 minutes nonstop.
It's fun. It's all fun.
When it comes to the modeling part, if you want to turn this into a career, learn the industry, as she said. Talk to people. If you've got a weird vibe, go with that weird vibe. Like, someone's like being super creepy and, just staring at you through the window, it's someone who you might not want to work with. Unless it's a car window, because if I see you sitting in your car, I'm going to come up and I'm just going to scare the crap out of you. So you guys have a disclaimer. So that's just what I do. We've also mentioned multiple times, when it comes to doing what you want to do, don't do anything illegal. We're not condoning illegal activity. Who vibrated? I think that was me who vibrated.
It was you.
Yeah. Hardcore vibrations. McKenna's also super into art. She does her own art. The headed page is beautiful. And she's just here to have a good time, guys. So, obviously you can see her on IG. She's gone live with me. Go give her a follow for sure. Definitely check her out. And show some love. Spread the word. Yeah. then I think we are good for the interview Q&A, even though I lost looking at the questions. I apologize, folks. If you sent a Q&A question and I didn't ask it, send it to me again, because for some reason I cannot find where I put them. I wrote them all down. I did, I promise. Just send me them again, and I'll actually send them to McKenna and have her answer them, and I'll throw them into the comment section on, or in the description on YouTube, so then you can get your answers. But yeah, hopefully next time YouTube actually cooperates and works with us and isn't stupid. And we've actually managed to keep this at 52 minutes, which I think the hour is the cutoff for Instagram Live. So I'll talk to you guys later. Be on the lookout for the next section of Q&A and live interviews. If you haven't already, go to my website, VCintron.com, and go to Contact Me page and sign up for the newsletter. That will give you details, promos, and such before anybody else gets to see them. Usually I send those newsletters out a week before I introduce all that to the regular public. I am going to be going to a rebrand, so keep an eye on here on Instagram stories and on my Facebook page stories, as well as my Facebook page in general. And keep an eye out for the whole rebranding news and what my new name will be, as far as tags and what I'm working under. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. It's a lot of work for me to do, but it'll be good. It'll be super easy to remember instead of Vic Tank or Vince Tank. Vink Tank, by the way. Vink Tank Photography. But it'll be a lot easier to remember and a lot easier to pronounce. I promise you. It's a little robotic. But, yeah, stick around, stay around, hang around. Like I said, like and follow McKenna's page. Give her some love. Just go through and just spam her entire feed with likes and comments. Because engagement matters. And head over to the YouTube channel. Like I said, the link is in my bio here on Instagram on my profile. Subscribe to my page, hit the notification bell. You'll see when I go live. I'll go live at random times and just talk about random crap. If you have anybody to recommend to do a live Q&A with me, it doesn't have to be in the photography industry, it doesn't have to be in the modeling, fashion, hairstyling, makeup, clothing design, it doesn't have to be in that. I prefer it, but it doesn't have to be. Like, it could be some totally random person. Be like, hey, you want to do an interview with me? Absolutely, go for it. Because we're going to do whatever the hell we want and not care what anybody thinks. So, adios. We are going to do a shoot with the lovely McKenna now.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we couldn't expose the goods there. Keeping the outfit a secret. So we're gonna go shoot, and we're gonna have a good time and have some amazing content for you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who popped in. Even if you popped in for like 3 seconds, it doesn't matter. That's okay. I will talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all later, and keep an eye out for this gorgeous face and that gorgeous face over there. So.